Hi, welcome back to our how-to series with ASM. My name is Osama Alkatib and I am your Customer Solutions Architect. Today's topic will be focused on getting your ASM tenant hooked up to your DX SaaS through the new infrastructure agent utilizing the ASM bundle, thus reporting all monitors in ASM and gaining added metric insight into your application performance management. Let's get started. So the first place we want to get started with is logging into our DX SaaS. With that, we're in our landing page and we'll go ahead and click on our application performance management. As that opens up, the first place that we want to go to is our APM command center, or rather our ACC. I already have this bookmarked, or rather pinned in my left side menu. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. Once you're in APM Command Center, the first place you want to go to is Packages. So we'll go ahead and click on that. As you can see, I already have one package in here. That's something I've already created in the past, and we'll probably refer back to it later in our demo. As for now, we'll go ahead and create a new one. So once I click on that, the first thing is we need to give the package a name. So we'll give this agent the name of ASM test. You can add additional comments as you could see fit, and of course the OS type where the agent will be deployed, and then the process. What we're really interested in is really just an APM infrastructure agent that will be tacking on the ASM bundle. Once we select that, of course, it gets more granular on the OS name and type. And if you do have a cloud proxy address, you could use that as well. Next, we'll go into our bundles. And then at this point, we want to go ahead and add our ASM monitor. Next, I typically like to add the host monitoring as well, so I could check the health of my connector, making sure it's in great shape. And then next we go into configuring those various bundles. So the first thing we want to do is get our agent connected to our APM SaaS. So I will go ahead and click on EM connection. And the first thing is it requires the agent management URL. This can be attained by going back into your APM view and then selecting agents. Once in here, go ahead and click on Show Agent Connection Details. You'll discover that we have all the agent manager URLs in here. So for our sake, we're going to go ahead and choose the HTTPS run, which is URL number 2. And we'll also go ahead and generate a token. We'll come back to that in a second. So I'm going to click back into my ACC view and then paste my URL. The next thing I'm going to do is actually insert a new line. So by clicking on the tiny gear, which is kind of gray on the right side here, click insert. And now I'm going to go back into my agent connection details. I'm going to go ahead and grab the name here. So agent manager credentials. So this way we're able to make that handshake and make that connection. Coming back in here, and I'm going to copy now the actual token and paste it in here. At this point, I've configured my EM connection so the agent will know which SaaS tenant to go to, and I've included the credentials. And now next, I would like to configure my ASM monitor. It is very simple in here. You come in here and put in the ASM credentials for your API. If you recall in our previous video, that's your API password. That's different than your ASM password. So in here, you go ahead and enter that. Of course, you have the ability to encrypt it. And of course, I have a very simple password for demo purposes in here. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and click next. And you are ready to start deploying this agent. So I'm going to click done. And this agent is now available to me. ASM test, the current version and all that information is on display in here. I could scroll down and see what bundles are included and what modifications have been made to it. Now you're ready to download the actual agent. So simply click on the package URL and it will go ahead and kick off a download for this particular agent. So now that I have already downloaded the infrastructure agent and uploaded it into my connector, which happens to be a CentOS box, let's take a look at it. So I am currently SSH'd into it, and I've uploaded it into my ASM directory on this box. It comes in a tar format, so I've already extracted it, and what it typically extracts is the APMIA directory. So let's go ahead and go inside this particular directory. Now let's see what's inside here. Essentially, all we need to do is install the agent, and we have different capabilities. So what we need to do is run the APMIA control.sh. So if I hit enter, here I have all the various options, whether if we wanted to install it, uninstall, start, do all sorts of different things with this particular agent. In reality, I am just interested in installing the agent so it's permanently running. So I'm going to go ahead and append it with install. So this will take a few seconds. Once it's installed, we can go into our APM metric view to see this particular agent reporting all the metrics. So now I'm simply going to my APM view under metric view, and I could see that it's already populated in here, our ASM test demo. That's the name of the box that this agent is deployed on. So go ahead and expand that. We could see that the ASM bundle has been integrated as well. So I can go ahead and expand that and then click on monitors. So as soon as I expand this, I can immediately see all the various monitors that exist within my ASM tenant. And in fact, even they're sort of broken down into the various folders that I have these customized in. And so at this point, if I go back to my ASM tenant, go ahead and log in real quick, I could see the same monitors that just appeared in my APM tenant is also, or the same ones here available in my ASM tenant. At this point, we got our ASM tenant with all its monitors connected through our infrastructure agent to our DX SaaS tenant. We're pulling all the metrics for all those various monitors from ASM. And at this point, we're able to now create alerts, be able to do a lot more with our external monitoring capabilities and integrating this into our overall application performance monitoring. Thank you for watching, and please look forward for our next video, which will cover the ability to utilize ASM with our operation intelligence capabilities. And take care.